Hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just catching a vibe, shuffling up right now, live and direct from my new crib, getting ready to do your May 2020 tarot reading. For those that are new, welcome. It is an absolute privilege and honor to have you check out the platform, all right? So please like, share, subscribe. It's much appreciated. And for the usual suspects, those that are returning, I thank you for your patience. I miss you guys, and I just thank you for always showing love and showing out for the girl. I knew you guys knew I was alive and well, but you guys were still, praying, being like, where are you? Come back, and stuff like that for me. So I just thank you guys, and I love you guys wholeheartedly, all right? Hope you guys are faring well with the energies and capitalizing off of what is going on. I don't know if capitalizing is the right word, but it is really taking advantage of how this can positively impact your life, how the change that is occurring that is outside of your control can positively impact you. While for some of you, you guys are feeling like you are aligned for the change that is occurring in the collective already. And now it's just a matter of building your new timeline that you've been preparing to do for a while now from this conscious place. So this is the new timeline, guys. Look around. If you like how it looks, then you've aligned yourself. You have fought the devil energy that made you want to perpetuate karmic cycles that stopped you from living out your timeline, your idea of what life should be like, what your morals and values should do for you and create for you with regards to relationships, love, whatever the fuck it is that you people want, So yeah, because some people don't like how it looks. Some people are manifesting. The whole collective is manifesting aces, but some people are manifesting aces that are a reflection of their old timeline, while others are reflecting aces that are a reflection of the new one. So most of the people who are manifesting, reflecting of the new timeline are feeling really good about what is occurring. Yeah, feeling really good. Empress and the Three of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, about how you positioned yourself. This could be 3 years. Pentacles are years. Some of you guys are feeling really good about how you positioned yourself in your journey. So that some of you guys, I'm hearing sitting pretty. Some of you guys feel like you're sitting pretty. Some of you guys are feeling like you have more opportunity coming to you in a time like this than not. So some of you guys are in, from like a business work perspective, some of you guys are in industries that are booming right now, or in jobs that are booming right now, where other people are losing their jobs, or, things like this, losing opportunities and things like that, right? Some of you guys are on the other side of that and gaining lots of opportunity. So anyways, just beautiful energy coming in for the collective, guys. But we're going to pray. I had to stop myself there because I got to make sure I get the prayer in. I know a lot of you guys are sticklers about it. You love the prayer, and I love that you guys love the prayer. 444 on the clock right now, right? Yeah, I believe this 444 portal everybody was talking about spoke about like all the portals, alignment. But I believe that this portal in particular, what made it kind of special and unique was it was actually a portal that spoke to the alignment that already occurred. So I feel like 1111 portal, 1212 portal, the 22 portal, like all these portals were alignment portals, getting us to purge, change our trajectory, allow the energies of these portals to download us information from the new timeline so we could align to it. And I believe this 444 Saturn business going on in this month here in March is Saturn going, okay, so where are you? And that's what I think this is. So this portal is more about how have you aligned yourself. This portal is a reflection of alignment that has already occurred. This portal isn't so much aligning. This portal is the actual foundation. So I believe this portal is a reflection of the new timeline. That is a reflection of the alignment that has already occurred. So that's why some people are looking at this 444 and they're realizing how unaligned they are to their true wants and desires, and that they've actually committed and solidified themselves to their old karmic cycle that now looks really familiar because they've been there before, or their parents have been there before, or whatever the case is. It's pathology. And that ace energy has come in for folks, and it's like, oh, it's a new beginning, but it's a new beginning to a cycle I've already been on. And then there are other people who are standing at this portal in alignment, in their magician garb, with their sword, their wand, their pentacle, and their cup, going, okay, God, here. I listened to you when you said I needed to scrub my cup clean, and I needed to sharpen my sword, and I needed to light up my wand, and I need to get my pentacles in order. Now here I stand at this 444 portal in front of you in Saturn, and I say, what with it? And God says, go plant it. Look at your new timeline. Your love is going to nourish the soils of everything you plant, everything you develop, everything you do is going to be a reflection of your love. Everything you go after is going to be, and how you communicate is going to be a reflection of your passions, your desire, your wand. Your pentacles are going to multiply because you understand and love yourself enough to invest your time and your money into things you know will bring back to you. That's love. You invest, you get back, right? When you invest in love, you always get back. That's why people are so loveless, because they keep investing in the matrix, and the matrix isn't supposed to give back. It's just supposed to take. Take your love. The matrix takes your love and transmutes the energy to do whatever it wants with it, because the matrix knows how powerful the love frequency is, but also knows how we waste it, not utilize it, not appreciate it. Anyway, let's go into prayer and get in to this, Aries. I apologize if the readings seem a little bit different or all over the place. It's also because of where I am in my journey, stepping into a new timeline. I'm feeling like I'm going from feeling like super versed, and because I got good at the old karmic cycle. I got professional at that shit, right? Now I'm on my new timeline. It's all new, and I'm feeling just a little bit like a kid, just kind of going, okay. And the divine just wants me to channel the messages freely and not be so worried about what the feedback is, because the people who truly love and support me are going to receive them, whether they take the messages or not. Appreciating the freedom that I depict by just speaking my truth and sharing my downloads and these readings and these messages with you guys. I really try to give you guys me, whatever. I think we all of us readers do in some form or fashion. We just try to give you a piece of us. So the validation that we get from you guys and the love, you don't know how impacting it is to the actual reader. Some of you do. Some of you are looking at your favorite readers and you're seeing their spiritual growth and development, and you're feeling proud to be a part of it with them. I'm just feeling really good energy coming in for Aries, but let's get into prayer. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now in particular, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective sign of Aries, the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding the material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything that you do. For me, Aries, the collective on a regular, all the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. I'll be very honest right now. Somebody just got rocked with this situation, got rocked with the reality of the situation. I've been getting this in the messages. So the Ten of Cups came out, and that was great. And then the Devil came out, and then we have the Hangman. This is somebody looking at something differently. Some of you were either demonizing someone and not allowing healing, forgiveness, and love to get you to see them differently, right? So you were demonizing and holding something against somebody that was stopping you from healing something and bringing it to a better place. Where for others of you, it's the other way around. For some of you, the devil created an illusion of family that you embedded yourself to, and you're realizing that it was actually just a toxic energy that you kept cultivating in. Some of you are realizing that your family members are the ones you have really codependent, toxic ties with because of how your romantic relationship is developing. You're realizing the problem, like when you watch readings and you hear about codependency and shit, it never is reflected in your partner. It's reflected in family members that you have. For some of you, I'm tapping into somebody who has a sister who is way too involved in your relationship or your partner's relationship. It's almost like overbearing. It's clearly a younger sister, right? I'm also getting some of you looking at somebody, whether, I hope it's not a sister, it's either a friend or a sister looking at your partner inappropriately. I don't know. I'm not going to go there. Either way, though, I'm just seeing the reality of a situation. Some of you realize you were cultivating, trying to create the infrastructure of sex, love, family with somebody that it was just too toxic. You're seeing something differently with the Hangman. This is seeing something differently. And I don't know if you were looking at it like this and now seeing it like this, or if you were looking at it like this and now with the Hangman energy after reflecting and getting a different perspective, you're looking at this shit like this. This isn't a dream. This is a nightmare. Or this isn't the devil trying to bait me out. This is somebody trying to, love me or something like that, right? So yeah, it could go either way. I'm more getting the earlier, like I'm more getting that this could have possibly been an illusion, like somebody, because I was getting that in the dailies, that some of you guys were putting in your efforts. Some of you, the devil was getting you to put efforts into a relationship knowing that it wasn't going to yield the idea, your dream, what it is that you truly want. So you were investing. So that's what I meant about alignment. Some of you guys were not aligned. So you were investing time, money, resources, everything that the magician invests into an infrastructure and an illusion that the devil knew was not a reflection of what you wanted. And some of you guys are now seeing that. Some of you guys are realizing that what it was you wanted to return to you, you couldn't have what it is you wanted with them. Some of you realize that you were looking at somebody wrong. Some of you were attracted to somebody and wanted to bring somebody into you because of what you thought you could have with them, only to see them differently and realize, I could never have that shit with this fool. Yeah, some of you are realizing that. So some of you are coming out of a karmic cycle where you just no longer are attracted to that cycle. Like, that's hard. Like, some people know their karmic cycle is evil and fucked up, but there is an addiction to it. There is an excitement. Like, there is there's feelings. There's an addiction to a lifestyle I'm also seeing here. Somebody here could want to create a family. I feel like there is somebody here giving up on their dreams of creating a family or being accepted in a love relationship committed wise because of their sexual deviancies. I feel like somebody has some serious sexual addictions that stop them. Or this could be somebody living a completely double life and that finally getting revealed and brought to the surface. With the Five of Wands, I feel like, this is easy. Somebody fighting for their family. Devil energy could have got somebody to not fight for their family because the devil was trying to get them to perpetuate their karmic pathology, which gets them to not be there for their youths, their children, their partner, whatever, that they're not good enough, that they don't need them. The devil energy is telling somebody their family doesn't need them, so there's no point in returning for some of you, which is that person has to karmically go through that, where they hear God loud enough and have faith in what they're hearing, the love that God's giving them when they tell them that's not true. Yeah, somebody wants to return to their family, their home. They want to, like, for some of you that have children, you're demonizing your baby father because they're not there. But the fact of the matter is it's why they're not there. That's where you're wrong. That's where devil energy is trying to traumatize you and further perpetuate the pathology and the pain by telling you, creating an illusion as to why they are not coming back, why they left in the first place. There is somebody who is dealing with the pathology surrounding committing, and it has nothing to do with what they want to commit to or what's being offered. It's them not feeling good enough. I'm getting a masculine energy, to be honest with that one. All right, there we have the Magician. We'll take that. And the Star, we'll take that too. And the Knight of Cups, why not? It's looking good, looking good. All right, I'm also seeing somebody feels like they are stuck. that they can't get out of a relationship even if they wanted to. I don't know. That's hard energy. That's karmic. I mean, if you think that, that will bring you down so dark that you will have no choice but to go to God and ask for another way out of that. So there isn't much I can really tell you, because there's some of you that are in a very, very, very dark place because of some kind of awareness you have about the reality of a situation that you're committed to and you feel you can't get away from. Some of you guys are realizing that, I'm hearing, brought this on myself. Some of you are realizing you brought something onto yourself, and you're going through the pathology and going within to realize what gets you to do this to yourself. What gets you to put yourself in these positions, what gets you to reject what it is you truly want, and then prove your worth and commit to something that you know can never bring you the results, the love, whatever it is. It's pathology. You've been proving yourself to somebody like this in the past, or you've always struggled to believe in this idea, this wish fulfillment of creating the family or having the bond or the relationship. Like some of you guys grew up as single kids, like single children, and you don't have siblings and you didn't have a big family. So your dream and desire is to build that, and to do that. And for some of you, there's devil energy telling you, well, you can't do that because you never had that. How could you do that? You don't know, that's not for you. And then that gets you guys to, it's fucking with your manifestation. Because then if you believe that devil energy, you're not going to put your pentacle, your wand, your sword, and your cup into this 10 of cups, this vision, this future timeline. You're going to now, what the devil's hoping is that you give the devil your pentacle, your cup, your sword, and your wand to further embed yourself onto a karmic cycle. This is making any sense at all. I don't even know. God's like, let it ride. I'm like, I'm going to just let it ride. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to, because I realized I was very controlling, right? A lot of the messages you guys don't know, these monthlies, I get these downloads on a monthly cycle. That's why there's no, like, for me, it's just like, I feel like when I come on the monthlies, you guys don't actually realize how much I struggle with these downloads to better understand them and articulate them all month long. And then I realized I had control. It made me look like I knew all of this shit like the back. No. Divine wants me to be a little bit more transparent with regards to how this connection between you and I is not just to reflect like how I'm a part of this collective, and that requires me to be vulnerable. It was a lot easier to stand on the rock and talk down on the collective when the fact of the matter is I'm right here in this shitstorm with you. Look, like we're all in the pond, tits out, trying to figure this shit out, right? I feel like this chick, like with my tits out, just trying to, it's like, who, bitch, like, fuck are you? Yeah, no, I'm the Empress. Yeah, some of you guys have some of you guys, I feel like this is a friend. I feel like this is a friend that has kind of, I don't want to say, I'm hearing ride your coattails. I don't really know what that means, but I'm more getting this as somebody hanging off of your growth and development. Because it looks like it's harder because somebody's like dragging them. Like this chick looks like, wait for me. And she's like, oh my God, it's hard enough trying to get out of this. Then there's you being like, help me. So I feel like some of you have a friend, because I'm more getting it, because it could be a partner, of course. I'm more getting it like a friend. And the reason why is because I think this friend sees your greatness better than you do. I think this friend sees the potential of where you're going maybe better than you do, which is why they hold on to you. But I personally believe this is a spiritual codependency is what I'm trying to get to, regardless of the nature of the relationship. I don't know why I feel like this is like pulling somebody back. It feels like she wants to go like, what, like get off. You know what I mean? Feels like dead weight. Like, why can't she lift up her legs and get herself up? Why is she having to hold on to somebody to do it? So I'm just getting a little bit of spiritual codependency because the star speaks of healing. speaks of wish fulfillment and a bunch of shit, but the wish fulfillment that you want, there's all this healing that's required in order to bring it in. Love yourself enough to even manifest it, bring it in, receive it and all that shit. So I'm more getting the healing part of the star, and I feel like somebody is leeching off of you. They're taking their light to help them with the healing process. It's almost like your light is healing somebody without them having to do it themselves. I.e., if you were to be like, get off and hop out, this whole area would go dark again. That's what I believe. So be very mindful about the people that are clinging on to you, because I believe that some of you, your healing process is a lot harder because you have somebody. Meaning, I think that your energy is also invested in healing somebody else. So this is your codependency, where you let people do that to you, hold you back so that you can keep their dark area lit, so that it's less desolate for them and they don't have to go through everything you had to go through to shine. It's like a light in a dark place, but you're the light. And people are like, no, stay here, because if you leave, it's going to get really dark and I'm not going to know what to do. And oh my God, and your light heals me and da-da-da-da-da. And you're like, okay, no, not okay. Because this looks like a pond, and I'm pretty sure, being the star, you're supposed to be like hovering over like an ocean, or like, I don't know. I feel like you have surpassed this pond, and it looks like somebody doesn't want you to leave because they haven't surpassed it. So it's almost like God saying, you can't leave. You can stay, but they can't leave. They haven't gained the power yet. They haven't gone through enough healing to leave this pond, because I believe God put you in this place to heal you. But you've transcended this now. The problem is you are being manipulated to stay in a place of healing in order to help codependently support somebody else's healing and growth. And I'm literally getting that if you were to hop out of here, this whole area would go dark. And somebody else knows it, and I don't think you're aware. Why? Because you're the light. Meaning you're going to walk around and you're going to see light. Why? Because you are a light being. Wherever you go, lights up. Right? I don't think it's the same for this person. So the further away you go, the darker their environment gets. And it looks like you guys need to be mindful of somebody trying to keep you somewhere you've surpassed in order to help them. Because I guarantee if you leave here and it gets dark, they're going to have to do all the work you did, because you were here and it was dark. And that's what got you to go into the hermit mode, look within, get your little lantern and start shining. They haven't gone into hermit mode and gotten their lantern yet, which is their truth. They haven't allowed their truth and the beauty of it to heal them so that they can transcend this lesson, this healing, whatever. So just be mindful of that, guys. I also believe that some of you are looking at somebody who you believe, I feel like somebody is trying to take credit for your healing and development, and that's some bullshit, because it looks like this person. I feel like this person's being like, don't forget everything I did for you. And it's like, well, if you did all these things for me, why are you still down here? Why haven't you done it for yourself? Why weren't you able to get yourself? Somebody might be taking credit for where you're at, which is a joke because of where they stay. Don't watch so much what people say, watch how they live. And I'm not talking about how expensive their home is. No, how they live. Because there's people who live like trash, the lowest vibrational people living like trash in the most richest homes. And then you have people living in the hood, and you walk into their fucking apartment and it's like the Taj Mahal. Like, it's just the energy, the vibes. Like, I don't know where I was going with that. We're going to move on from that, though. I feel like I'm being spiritually gangbanged. All right. The Three of Wands. Guys, were you waiting for your ships to come in? When God was telling you that your ships were coming in, were you prepared? Because I'll tell you, collective, there are people that God was telling everyone about these ships. Everyone who would listen, whether they were awake or asleep, everyone who would listen, God was saying, there's ships coming, but they're not your ships. They're the divine ships coming to those who are prepared to receive them. These boats are looking for whatever dock is ready to receive them. They're not really your boats, but it feels like it. That's where people are getting fucked up right now. They thought these boats had their name on them and that they were going to wait for them whether they were ready or not. And no, these boats don't have nobody's names on them. These boats are sent from God and the divine going, which one of you motherfuckers are ready? Because God said he's been telling all of you guys that we're coming. That we have abundance, that we have wands, swords, pentacles, cups. We have the new world. The tools for the new world that are a reflection of the tools you unlock from within yourself. There are people who weren't prepared. There are people who didn't even believe that these boats were coming. There are people who believed these boats were coming and were sure that these boats had their name on them and that they were just for them, and they're literally going to watch their boat pass them and go to the person who is prepared to receive them. I'm getting it as blessings. These blessings that come in, there's certain blessings that are coming in. They're not your ancestral abundance. They're not these things that have your name on them. That it's just a matter of you aligning yourself and you'll receive them. No, these are things that don't have your name on them. That your path that you choose puts you in a position to receive them. I'm also getting this as guides. Guys, there are guides. So you have your guides, your ancestors, spirit guides, angels, whatever that follow your journey. Then there are guides that stay on journeys and paths that you then inherit because of the path you picked. It's this kind of protection, this kind of abundance. So this is an ancestral abundance. This is abundance that you got because of where you positioned yourself for. Yeah, there's a difference here that I'm seeing with this Three of Wands, because sometimes your ancestors say this boat is yours and has your name on it, and it's our family's money, love, dreams, desires, and you have prepared yourself to receive it, take the baton, and go off with it to create a legacy. Great. This isn't this. These are missions. They're missions, and when you guys aligned yourself for certain missions, you got certain boats, because aligning yourself got you prepared. So these boats are coming in and they don't know who they're stationed to. They don't know where they're going. They're looking to see who's prepared, and then they'll see you and they'll make their way in. Some of you guys have new guides, and these are not new guides that came to you. These are new guides that you inherited when you aligned yourself and put yourself on certain trajectories and certain paths. And God said, I'm proud of you. So now you get all these resources that you need for said path. Whether it's partners, friends, abundance, protection, spiritually, physically, who knows? So good job, guys. You guys are about to get all the tools that you need for a mission you're about to embark on, a specific mission. This is in addition to, so I personally believe some of you guys have already brought in ancestral abundance because you learned about this whole thing here at the port. You knew that there are people at the port that were narcissistic and unprepared. You knew that there were boats coming in just looking for whoever was ready because you've already gone through this. So now this time you were prepared. You know, and some of you, I'm feeling it's go time. Some of you, this is totally a mission that you've positioned yourself for. And you are about to meet a whole bunch of experiences, abundance, spiritual guides. I'm getting them. It's like the guide is here saying, I'm on the way to you. We're going to meet. You guys have probably been already connecting, but no, they haven't been connecting. I'm hearing it's not like your ancestors. It's not like your guides that have been supporting you in your journey of ascension, because as long as you're ascending, they'll support you. This has nothing to do with ascension. It does. This boat is specifically surrounding a mission, something you are positioning yourself to do. So this guy here is going to God. All right, I am prepared and I'm doing this. I'm taking this path. This is my passion, desire, my truth, the path I want to embark on. I'm ready. I'm aligned. I don't know. It's because I have to pee. Every time I've got to pee, my brain malfunctions, man. Hold on. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, it's like a total malfunction of the brain. Yeah, so just positioning, alignment, and then last card. The King of Wands, surefire action. Wow. Some of you guys are going to be rewarded some kind of power, status, something because of the position that you guys aligned yourself to a path, a divinely guided path. It's a mission though. This could be you guys deciding to do frontline work, to do rescue mission work, to do, I don't know. It feels like abundance, status, privilege, love. I don't know. It's something that, it's all these things that you're getting because of something you picked to do. It's a path. And now you're getting everything that comes with the path. And it's good shit that's going to put you from this naked guy here, whether male or female, to, I hate this king. Shout out to Anna Galano. I'm using her also Soul Embrace Intuition, fellow Patreon, High Priestess. Anyways, I'm using her Tarot of Desires. I really love this deck. But I don't like the King of Wands in this deck for many reasons. You know what I mean? I would have blacked his eye, like trying to play these games with me, my tits, you know? Anyways, we're not gonna vibe low here. But yeah, it looks like there is this sense of, yeah, and then there's a lion around this. This is I keep getting by August. Leo season is going to be reaping season. The new world is going to be unavoidable at this time. There is also a wave. I will read more into the energies, but I just see that for some of you, you took a road less traveled, and let's just say the path that you took that was less traveled, I'm seeing you standing at the port. No one was prepared. Nobody cared about these boats. They were more concerned even with their own boat, like their own ancestral abundance, like awoke people. Some people were only preparing. I'm seeing a selfless human being that loves God so much and said to God, whatever you need from me. I know you need things from me. Align me to help you. Massive rewards to whoever this is. It's like the pride that God had for the people who stood there after their awakening only to look at God and say, what do you need? How can I help you? These are the new kings and queens of our new timeline. The boat that's coming is the abundance they'll need to lead. Aries, leaders of the zodiac. Allow the inner leader in you to live so that it can position you, maybe separate and different from the crowd. Your leadership is going to make you vulnerable and not give a fuck about it. I'm naked here, what? It's going to get you to do what nobody else is doing, only for them to look at you and realize they should have done it too. Because everybody's going to want to do what the fuck you did. They're going to ask you how you brought this boat in here, and you're going to look at them and be like, you could have brought the boat too, blood. I see you guys frustrated, and I think it's this energy. This energy is irritating me. It feels like dead weight. It feels like a leech. And I'm getting that when you get here, I don't know. I see some conflict here. Some of you guys, I'm tapping into somebody who found out they were pregnant and somebody else told your business. Like it's almost like somebody else shared your news about a pregnancy. This could also be about a job, something, a blessing, the star, something came into you, but there was a reason why you wanted to tell somebody yourself, wait to let people know, something of this nature, and somebody goes and says it for you. And I feel like I'm tapping into somebody who gets away with this behavior. People think they're dumb. Like people just chalk it up to them being a little bit like, oh, they're just kind of stupid, or they don't do dumb shit. Don't take them personally. Take them personally. They know what they're doing. Somebody plays dumb here. This person is playing dumb in order to get people to do for them what they don't want to do. because it just looks like they're incapable. Playing dumb, I believe the curse for playing dumb is losing intelligence. Because like the Muslims say, if you create illusion, the curse for creating illusion is living with more illusions. You can't see things clearly. You can't hear downloads. So essentially you get haunted by the same illusions you go out in the world and create, right? So I wouldn't really worry too much about this person. It's just so more about you coming out of these codependent cycles where you allow people to do this for you because you just don't want to be alone. Some of you are realizing you could have gone through this growth, development, and healing alone, but you chose to bring in this dead weight and these codependent relationships because you didn't want to go through it alone. But now that you're healing and ascending, you're realizing you have to let... Some of you invited this person to come into the pond because you didn't want to grow alone. They didn't choose to grow. They just wanted to bask, watch you go through your experience, you know, leech off of your light. And now you're realizing you're a bit stuck. Now you're like, did I ever really need this person to grow and develop with me? Like, why did I invite you into this pond? Like, it's that kind of energy here. Some of you are going to leave somebody behind, and it is going to cast a darkness that is going to, in their life, that is going to force them to have to look from within, go do the dark night work, find their truth, which is a light that will then grow and shine brighter as they absorb and live out their authentic self. But I'm getting the impression, collective, some of you and the nature of your relationship with some people are stopping them from doing that. For some of you, these are the people around you that mimic. So for some of you, there's people who are mimicking your spiritual growth and development and trying to convince people that they're awoke or they are ascended or they are healed, and they're not. They just know how to look like it. I told you guys that this was going to happen. There's going to be a bunch of people after this shit that were going to act like they're awakened. But if you looked at the way they live, not where they live, the way they live, you will be able to see that they are, they're not awake. They are like in REM sleep. Okay. REM sleep. I have to stop. I'm stopping calling myself a bitch. It's how we grow up. You know what I mean? Like, oh, bitch. Like, I just saw my mom's face. Like, yeah, you can, that's not how you grew up, because you can never fucking call me that shit. No, I would never call my mom a hoe and a bitch, but I will call myself those things. All right. Let's do a little bit of clarification with the Lenormand, and then we will wrap sudden endings. Sudden endings. This is also Virgo energy, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, number 10. That also speaks to the completion of a cycle. There's 2 cards that speak to endings in this deck. This is a quick one. Some of you, I believe there is some... I believe there's a quick ending here in this part. I believe this quick ending applies to this. I think some of you guys are going to dead this whole codependent. This is a codependency surrounding healing and development. People not wanting to heal and grow alone. So people will stay in relationships. They will bring other people into their toxicity, which I believe some of you did. I believe you brought somebody into your toxicity because you didn't want to heal it and ascend it alone, whether it was a friend, whoever. It could be vice versa. Maybe some of you didn't bring this person in. You were always in this place with them. It's just that you're transcending it and they are not. I think some of you guys are going to bring a sudden ending to a codependent relationship, and it seems more so surrounding like spiritually. I'm not seeing like a codependency in money, which of course it can be. If it is a codependency in money, the reason why this is so hard is because the person who has the money has a significant amount of money, more money than somebody. So they know this person. The person who wants to bring a sudden ending to a financially codependent situation knows that they've created the situation by getting somebody accustomed to a lifestyle that they themselves can't afford. So now somebody is feeling burdened by taking away an entire lifestyle from somebody because they know they can't maintain it. Right? Somebody's looking at somebody going, I know you cannot maintain the lifestyle that I gave for you, and now I feel guilty because now I feel like I can't leave you because you're going to be like, and that person's going, okay, great. So just sit down then. That was the devil cackle. Okay, what the fuck is that all about? Like, how far, like the new timeline, guys. have all this like energy in me now. I missed you guys. I was excited. I had so many messages. I might go live a couple of times this month for you guys because there's just so much messages since we haven't talked in so long. You know, like haven't talked so long. Six of Swords. I'm getting the travel ban coming off. I'm getting, for some of you, there is somebody was lying about making their way to you, or you are lying about making your way to somebody. That lie is going to get revealed when this whole travel ban, like I don't know where there's travel bans and shit. I haven't tried to go anywhere. I'm just trying to, as long as I can travel like domestically where I'm at to do what I need to do, I'm good. It's not affecting me yet with this whole travel shit. Where some of you though, it is certain travel limitations are actually affecting certain things. Some of you guys lied to somebody about what you were going to do when this travel ban came off, and the travel ban's coming off, and you're going to have to face the lies that you told, or you're going to actually have to do something you said you were going to do now that this is done. Some of you are going to have to face painful realities. Some of you guys were put into separation right before this COVID situation. So you haven't actually, it was like a forced separation. A forced temporary separation between you and I don't know who. And it looks like whatever was revealed in that separation, it's now the travel ban's off. It's something to do with travel. Somebody hasn't been able to go back somewhere, do something, address something, face something because of this travel ban. And now that it's coming off, they will. For others of you, it is about relocating. Some of you are going to move forward. Some of you guys are finally starting to feel good energy after leaving a relationship. It's like you see how the sun is coming back into the square, but it's all shaded here. It's like, yeah, I'm just seeing that some of you guys are finally getting some sun after feeling like some of you guys were inside a lot, but it wasn't because of COVID. It was because of a breakup, something you were going through, some emotional purging. You guys were feeling vulnerable and wanted to be alone in hermit mode, right? So I'm just seeing you guys kind of coming out of the dark forest, and you guys are like this, and the sun's in your eyes, and you're moving forward. For some of you though, this is the sharp, swift ending to a relationship. As you can see, there's two people hanging there. That speaks to me of clearly the demise and the ending of a relationship. These are also legal buildings, so this could be an actual divorce, but it would look like if it's a divorce, then that means that this is already done because people are now able to move forward. Oh no, sorry, backtrack. If this is a divorce, this means that this is in the process because you're in the boat. You can't do anything other than surrender to the boat crossing water. So some of you guys are having to surrender to you not being able to speed up the dissolving of a relationship. You're having to surrender to divine timing with regards to how a relationship is ending. Or for some of you, you're needing to surrender to divine timing because of some of you, the timing is forcing you to slow something down that you want to do really quickly. And it's just initiation. You're needing to surrender. The divine wants you to slow down because a lot of you guys are rushing to take actions that you'll regret. Some of you guys, there are things that you thought you were going to do, and the divine creates separations, holds, delays, and then all of a sudden you're like, why the delay? This is so horrible, only for you to have a completely different change in perspective, mood, or idea surrounding what it was you were going to do. So now you're like, oh, well, maybe I don't want to do that anymore. And maybe that blockage was for my best interest because I would have totally put myself down a different path, which you would have had to bring to a sudden end because it isn't a reflection of where you're trying to go. So I just see somebody saving themselves from a world of heart, from a waste of time. I don't know. I need to brush Thor's mouth. I just bathed her. Like, she's still kind of stinky. I think it's her mouth. Like, I think she actually needs me to brush her teeth. Because I haven't had a bone for her. I don't want to get one of those big dino bones because it'll destroy these wood floors. Like at the other place, I didn't give a fuck about the floors getting destroyed. At this place, I can't have... Her bones are literally this big. They're, it's the shin bone for like a cow. So it's massive. And then she'll just gnaw on that. It's disgusting. And it kind of stinks because of like the cartilage and stuff. But it makes her mouth super fresh. And I can smell that she needs a bit of a... She's like, I need to get her a chew. I need to get her a chew for real, for real. It's just all the pet stores and shit. Anyways. Divine Masculine and the Two of Cups, eh? Oh, wow. I see a couple bringing in some really good news, bringing in abundance, whether money, children, love, whatever the case is. I see a couple bringing in abundance. I also see that there is someone trying to find you. I don't know what that means. The card of heartbreak. Somebody's trying to find you. Good luck with that. And then we'll do a Sufi quickly and then I'll wrap. All right. Thank you guys. Please don't forget to like. No, I already took this one. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. All right. I'm back, guys. So I'll see you for, the lives again and the monthlies and whatnot, but whether these messages resonate with you or not, guys, talk to me about what you guys are. Talk to us, the collective, about what you guys are going through. The energies, whether you feel like you are further moving yourself on a karmic cycle or onto your new timeline or both. I know that no matter how much of my new timeline I've manifested, I'm still dealing with karmic energies, patterns, man, in my pathology that I'm trying to break and shit like that. You know what I mean? So you don't have to be one or the other. Just maybe identifying where you feel like you are able to move forward in your new timeline and how you've been able to manifest it, and then where you can't. Because I told you guys, you can only ascend as high as your shadow. Your shadow is your weakest link, right? I don't know where I'm going with this now. I'm hungry. I feel like I want to wrap this now. Ending a trauma, transform memories and symptoms, live in the moment. What are you looking for? What you're looking for is within you. I'm going to read the ending trauma. This card looks dope too. All right. Ending a trauma, transforms memories and symptoms. Do not allow your soul to be oppressed. Where parts of you goes, the rest of you will eventually follow. Rabia. This oracle is like a gentle lover guiding you to cope with your reactions to stress and envision yourself in a position of power. Even if you are not a victim of a trauma, actively coping is a way of responding to the challenges of everyday life. The oracle is inspiring you to trust that your life is guided. Unseen spirits flow through the wisdom of Sufi mystics. They come to help you overcome the feeling of helplessness and to encourage you to be the best you can be. They are inviting you to accept the impact of trauma on your life and take direct action to improve how you respond to it. Dear one, know that you are you are loved in many ways. You may not always experience. Dear one, know that you are much loved in ways you may not always experience. You must dare to challenge old definitions of yourself by identifying them as false and recognizing they were based on circumstances that were not in your control. When you feel the full pain of your past and process and make sense of it, you can resolve your trauma. This will alter your path in the future. If you feel anxiety, for instance, you can accept and recognize the feeling, but direct your attention to something else. Watch your thoughts, perceptions, and emotions flash through your mind without being involved with them emotionally. Thoughts are just thoughts. You don't have to believe them nor let them guide your behavior. Know that there is support all around you. Creativity is a way for you to express your feelings in a positive, intuitive way. By getting involved in uplifting activities, you can improve your mood and rebuild your life. The mantra: I will detach from being traumatized or wounded. I will release these memories and replace them with feelings of unconditional love. I am confident in my ability to process my memories and symptoms and to thrive. That's a beautiful mantra. All right, guys, that is your spread for May. I love you. Please like, share, subscribe. And until the next time I see you, keep letting your inner angels live. Mwah. Ciao.